Okay, I want to talk about cycles. I'm going to go from G7 to C. And I'm going to use cycles to color up that G7, okay? That's a cycle of half steps, descending. I'm going to use a cycle of whole tones and descend. Same idea, just different cycle. Okay? I'm going to use descending major thirds. Here's an example of a simple ascension in actually let's descend in cycle of fourths. This is pretty common. I guess we could go that sounds more routine. Probably heard something similar to that in the past. But this idea of cycling and using like parallel shapes is a great way to kind of like add some movement and color to that 7 chord that you may, typically think, oh, well, what kind of scale can I play in? What kind of scale can I play in to come up with an interesting idea to resolve to that one? Try thinking in cycles of like very simple ideas. In all those examples I just showed, I played a very simple 4-note phrase. Just a root, a 2, a major 3, and a 5. You could use anything. I could use like a flat 5 instead. How would that line sound? If I use like this parallel idea and start shifting it around in cycles, I can kind of create some very interesting dominant sounds. And here's the thing, when you're playing in the dominant zone, there's no like off limits stuff. There's no real off limits stuff. You can kind of get away with murder. So try some of these cycles out. Come up with some of your own. My advice would be to just come up with like a really interesting, or not even just a very simple like melodic idea, and try repeating it across like a cycle, and take whatever cycle you want. In this case, I've used like 4 steps to kind of get to my resolution. I'd recommend like at least 3 steps, just so the ear starts to hear the pattern. And when you start repeating it, it can be really cool. I'm just going to end with this. I just want to break down this line here, just to show you what I've done here, because sometimes these things can sound very like digital if you don't kind of like use a bit of voice leading to help them out. I'm going to show you what I did here with I was descending in major thirds before hitting that C, okay? And all I've done is I'm taking pieces of pentatonic major and stitching them together. So the first 4 notes I play is root, 2, 3, 5, and then I go to the root of my first step, which is on E flat, and I play the same thing. So I get this line. It sounds a little more fluid than it's voice led nicely in that regard, that I've gone from the 5th to the root, and then from there I go boop 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 boop, and then I'm on the B. It's just it's the upper half of like a major 6. And then I just descend I'm back to my G again. 5, 3, 2, 1. Before hitting this. Anyways, try some of these out. They're really kind of cool and innovative ways of like freeing up your head from typical scalar thinking.